Hey everyone, Jonathan from Warp Design here. When we first speak to prospective clients, a surprising number of them say that they're talking to us because they don't know if their website is working or not. It sounds odd. Surely you know if your website is working or not, right? But no, a common thing we hear is, I'm working on our social media, I'm trying to improve our SEO, or I'm doing blogging or content marketing, and I don't know if it's having a positive effect on my business or not. So here's 4 key things that you need to do to make sure you can tell if you're getting the most from your website. First up is knowing your goals. If you don't know what you want to achieve with your website, how can you know if it is succeeding or not? Ideally, this is something you consider before you launch your new site, but don't get hung up on that now. Just decide what you want your website to do and make sure that that goal is measurable. This can be anything from I want people to call me, I want people to buy my products via my online store, or wanting people to complete a specific form. It doesn't really matter what your goal is, but only if you know what your objective is, can you determine whether or not you're meeting it. So next up is tools. This is the how part of measuring your success, or otherwise. You need to be able to track your site visitors, generate data, record key metrics, set your performance goals, and generate regular reports to work from. There's a whole plethora of tools out there for doing this, but to start with, just keep it simple with free tools like Google Analytics or Google Search Console. They're both easy to set up and will give you plenty of data to start analysing about your site. And always keep in mind that these are just tools. You need to configure them to your needs. Some platforms like Moz, for example, might make well-meaning recommendations, but always make sure that any advice is considered relative to your specific context before you follow it. Number 3 on the list is attribution. If you're putting your valuable time and effort into content marketing, SEO, or any other kind of digital marketing, or you're paying someone else to do this for you, you need to make sure you know where your web traffic and leads are coming from. So make sure that you are using trackable links when sharing content and use things like UTM parameters on your URLs. If you don't know about UTM codes, just do a quick search on Google. There's plenty of information out there to help you with this, and Google have a tool to help you generate trackable links. If you're using things like ActiveCampaign or Facebook for your marketing, make sure that you have tracking codes and conversion pixels installed on your website too to help you know if they're successful. And if you're reliant on inbound phone calls for your leads, you'll also want to consider having additional phone numbers for campaigns so that you can identify where a caller has found you from. Once all this is in place, you'll be able to start determining which marketing channels are most fruitful for your business and where to concentrate your efforts and investment going forward. Finally, think about your visitor behaviour. You need to know how many people are visiting your site and what they're doing when they're there. What are they clicking on? What are they not clicking on? What's your bounce rate? Which pages or forms work or don't work? And why and when visitors leave your site. There's loads of tools out there to help you understand visitor behaviour. Some are free, some are expensive, some in the middle, but you can learn a lot from your Google Analytics account that you've already got. And there's also things like Crazy Egg or Hotjar, which can help you better understand the customer journey through your site using tools like A/B testing and heat mapping. So that's it. Just think about your goals, your tools, your attribution, and visitor behaviour. Nail these 4 simple things and you'll start to get a much clearer picture of whether your website is successful or not, and where there might be opportunities to improve conversion rates, deliver a better customer experience, or generate more leads through your website. Don't forget to click subscribe on our YouTube channel, and I'll see you next time.